Hi everyone, I'm Suzanne. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, I am going to be talking about nature study and more specifically why I am quitting nature study. It will no longer be a part of our curriculum. I have been talking about doing nature study for the past couple years, and if you've watched my videos in the last year for updates, you'll hear me refer to the fact that this time I am committed to making nature study happen. And guess what? It never happens. And then I feel terrible. And then I decide I'm going to make it happen in the next term or the next 6-week cycle. And this past year, what I decided was that I was just going to pick a couple of things to focus on for nature study out of a curriculum instead of, the entire curriculum. And that worked for a little while, but it didn't continue. And basically what I'm saying is I'm letting myself off the hook. I am going to reframe nature study for myself, and I will no longer be referring to nature study as part of my curriculum. I have the best of intentions, and it all sounds so fantastic, and the resources look amazing and beautiful, and I watch other people on Instagram, and it's for some reason the one that always pulls me in. I finally understand there's a couple reasons why they always pull me in, besides they just look so beautiful and so homey. And I love being in nature. I love being outside. I always have my entire life. But there's certain things about the nature study that it just doesn't work for me. And I thought maybe if I had started it when my daughter was younger. Anyways, this is more of a chatty video, which is not the type of videos I usually make. But there's a couple topics that I decided I'd like to share about. This is one of them, nature study. I understand some of the reasons why I'm drawn to the idea of nature study because kids love to be outside, they love to play in nature, and I love all the beautiful books and everything you see that has to do with nature study. It sounds so amazing, but it isn't something I like to go out. I don't. For example, last spring I found out where I could go locally to find all the tadpoles and everything for my daughter to look at some tadpoles. I never went once, and I didn't really want to. I had no desire to do that. And I think I had it in my head that that's what a good homeschool mom would do. I really wanted to. In my mind, it sounded fantastic. But in my mind, I really wanted to. I thought that was a great idea. I could see why it would be so exciting for kids. I mean, where I grew up, there was a pond literally in the backyard. So that was a normal part of everyday living. Now we live in the city. And I always feel kind of sad that a lot of those experiences are not available to my daughter. So I should push to make the extra effort. And I guess what I'm realizing is I can't do everything. I mean, that's obvious. But some part of me is always really striving to do that anyways. And this is what I'm letting go. And I would just want to show you an example. So I bought the microscope, little mini microscope. And I don't think we used it after the first week. I bought the bag. I even bought a separate bag for a nature study. I'll show you what's in it. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, I forgot where this even was. I'm sure my daughter did too. It's probably full of markers that I'm not even sure if they'll work. It's been months since we opened this bag. Yeah, it's months because it was literally in the fall. This is the Burgess Sea Shore book for children, and we were taking these to the ocean. So in the fall we were still going and working on that. Now I'm glad I found it, and I'm glad I did this video because I want it for this summer. However, and our magnifying glass. Seashore books or wildflower books, seabirds. And we'll use all of these things this summer, but what I'm going to do is treat this more organically, in an organic fashion in our life, as opposed to nature study. I'm not going to use that term anymore. I'm not going to think about it in that way. Yeah, dragonflies. Oh, I love these little pamphlets. Highly recommend these, actually. And they're so light compared to some of the, field books. So yeah, like I said, I'm still going to do this summer, and there's a couple other ones for these simple studies that I've already said we're going to do. And I'm pulling out some books that are nature related because we're spending a lot of time outside this summer. And I'll do all those things. And as we want to and as it feels good, but no longer will I feel pushed to do nature study. So if that works for people to schedule that in and under the umbrella of nature study, that's fine. There's something about that title and the idea and the push to do that isn't working for me. So I really do need to reframe it. And listen, I love the books. Oh my goodness. So this is The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. This is by Edith Holden. And if you're on Instagram, you've seen this a ton probably. Yeah, this is an old nature study book. It's gorgeous. I was so happy when I found this in a bookstore, used bookstore. And I buy field guides, journal guides all the time. Look, they're so beautiful. I love the illustrations. The heater just came on. Another nature journal. Yeah, so I absolutely love books that feature a lot of nature and nature activities. And I certainly love the ones that are beautiful. My daughter absolutely loves learning about animals. And mind you, she watches so many documentaries now. Every time I pull out a book, she quickly says, I know all that. But, you know, some of the books I love, you can still love these without necessarily, quote unquote, doing a nature study. Or you can study certain things about nature. I think for me, it's not that I don't want to study these things with my daughter and enjoy these amazing books. It's the pressure of adding one more thing to the curriculum. And for some reason, I have a hang up, I think, about nature study, that it always feels like something I need to do better and I'm falling down on, or it gets pushed to the back burner because there's other things I want to do more. And maybe that's just it. I want to do other things more. And I really just want to enjoy some of these really wonderful books without it having to be a big production. I guess I'll have to say that I am sure that it's me doing this, but in my own mind, and that's fine. We can say that. And it's also my mind that's going to change it. Like, who wouldn't love this book? It's absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. You know, I just bought a spring, one of those spring mega bundles, and it has all kinds of beautiful pieces about nature. I love all those. I love studying them with my daughter, and I will continue to do those things as it feels natural. But again, I'm going to refer to it like we're studying wildflowers. I'm not going to say I'm doing nature study. And maybe this seems silly to some people, like, why do I need to make a video about this? Well, there's an awful lot of talk about nature study in the homeschool circles, and I've been influenced by that. So I'm sure I'm not alone in that. And I just wanted to say it publicly in this space in case other people need to hear it and resonate with my experience in this respect. You know, this is one of the recent books that I purchased. You'll either have just seen it in a haul or you're going to see it in a haul. And this is part of the Wild and Free. There's a bunch of different Wild and Free families that contribute to these books, and they're always so beautiful. And I specifically bought it to get ideas to do with my daughter this summer. And I will continue to buy these type of books. And this is one she got for Easter. This is Wild Things, over 100 magical outdoor activities. And I'm taking that with us this summer. I can't wait to look at this and see if there's anything we can use this summer. So it's funny, if I take the pressure off myself this summer and just bring some amazing things to do, I can't wait to see what we actually do. But I am never somebody that likes to be pressured. You know, it's just part of my personality. And I'm, like I said, reframing this. And I think I'm going to have a lot more fun, and my daughter will have a lot more fun studying some nature things when I take the pressure off myself. And that's what I intend to do. Now, I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Does any of this resonate with you? How do you feel about nature studying? Is this a part of your homeschool? Or like me, do you struggle to make it a part of your weekly schedule? Or do you just keep it very light and do it once a month? Or how do you do nature schooling? Or do you do it at all? I would love to have a conversation with you down in the comments. If you like this video, please hit like. If you'd like to see more like it, definitely subscribe. And I will see you soon with another video.